Razor and SF are both those kind of heroes. Take like 10 minutes into the jungle and then they come out on top.
Crystallized on bottom. Well, this game starting as the last one did with the first blood probably here onto NAVI. All this damage stolen from the OmniNet means that all he can really do is body block, but he does dead.
Brewmother is fairly low.
Yeah, there's a few nets up. They have what little control they have. They actually use, and there's no netty inside these trees, so it cannot continue. And Razor forced to turn around. That was done off the mark, and Viper, yeah, he's the one coming in with the rotation. He's the scariest of the bunch. Even though Chill is one to claim that actual kill on the Razor this time around with a nice Splinter Blast.
Not necessarily spiring all the control, but she's, doing what Brewmother needs to do at this stage of the game. Applying a lot of pressure, taking away resources, and potentially killing this Tusk.
If there was here's another net, Brewmother coming in.
He trapped himself.
Old Midas into like Necronomicon that we used to see a while back. So that means that you have that power to actually join into team fights and get these kills. Speaking of kills, Shadow Fiend being gone on here, set up with the ultimate with the Winter's Curse, and Viper is there with the rest of his team to provide the damage. Ice Blast comes across as well. Pick that they would need some heavy lockdown, some actual stuns, and that's one thing Shadow Fiend doesn't really provide you with. So alright, Ice Blast will connect here onto the Nyx Assassin. Roger in the middle of that too. The heal obviously not working up against that particular spell. Might still be able to run down Roger. Cannot fly. It is nighttime, so he's a little bit faster, but not fast enough. Winter's Curse coming through. Just keep the Razor away. Guardian Angel also pop. They really want to turn around and fight you if they possibly can. The Snowball across will help finish up these extra heroes.
Still, stealing damage from the Broodmother, very effective.
As long as you can survive in team fight, you can still do damage. It's a good thing about that. And now, speaking of damage, Tusk takes too much eventually here, and Roger, again, Sacrificial Lamb. Two heroes down for the count.
With the AA probably falling here. Say this, but it's Wyvern and an AA action. Ice on ice action.
Yeah.
Oh, this
with
is
the
huge.
dust being used. TP still out on cut. They're just cutting the losses, no pun intended. General coming in though, and this is the big boss.
Oh, mid lane.
Alright, that is. Blink into stun into all of these battlings. Snowball will delay this a little bit, and actually, nice attempt, but still ends up on the high ground. Good position there from Chill to make.
He's gonna come back soon anyway. Luckily for Navi, also the side lanes are getting pushed out. There's what, 2 siege creeps on the bottom lane, 3 range creeps as well.
Oh, Dendy, what have you done? His buyback, but it was just casual positioning way too far forward.
He also uses BKB, so even if he does come back, he doesn't have BKB.
Yeah.
Yeah, double siege creep.
That's doing quite a bit here. Well. Viper starting to TP back in plain view. Nothing to cancel it, actually. Alright, so he'll be able to deal with that. Still a bit of damage onto range tracks as well. Winter's Curse! Everybody grabbing stun there from Storrow. They bring down Tusk. Sylar, scary enough to chase everyone else away. The Hurricane Bike, I see dropping super low. Has to be healed up. She's eaten with the Ice Pass on top, I believe. So Sylar doesn't actually get any value out of that at all. Telecollapse, yeah, that'll be cancelled by the Yule Scepter. Razor died in the middle of that at the very least, and they get that extra 3rd kill. Eventually, there we go. Thing like that. That is the stun. Will actually catch an Ancient Apparition up on high ground. That's quite a decent hero to bring down. This is why General committing in to try and help force off across. He's still chasing him down, but with the shards, and actually isolating Story here with that. But there it is. Blink, force off onto Wyvern. Not sure about the smoke. But it's not enough to actually help the Nyx Assassin.
He had to use the smoke to get the space for the gem that he picked up.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we recovered that at the very least. Crystallized pops a BKB though, Sylar. Trying to bring him down, punch up in the air, but his damage is being drained. It's actually a bit of an issue. Kicked around to the other side of the river, outside of his web for the time being, but will they be able to run him down is the next question, and the answer is...
This is Roche.
Most likely
They should be able to get Roche off of this, because without the Wyvern, I don't think they can contest it. Oh, Dendy looks to maybe get a kill top here.
Doesn't have a lot of mana though, once again. You can only do either the ult or the raises. Don't have a lot of mana from both combos.
They got the Broodmother!
What? How? I was not ready for that. Meanwhile, Viper is actually being gone on. They got the 1 kill on the AA.
Oh, now they gave the cheese to
And they
Dendy.
get the cheese to Dendy. Alright, they also triggered this Aegis, but now... Sylar, they don't have the gem there here. They blink out, punch him down. The silence, not enough. Repel's there to turn things around. Yule's dodging more spells here. Now nullify onto the Shadow Fiend. Sylar really wants to make this work, but cannot keep up with the 4 subs. Crystallized with the BKB. Damage drain also from somebody. Not sure who that was.
There's a Winter's Curse available again. That's how long this fight has been going on.
Now, maybe they can make something up with that. Shadowfiend set up Storo. Oh, force stuff forward. The stun will still connect. Force have actually made them come into it. Stun not long enough range to actually catch more than the Shadowfiend, but it's all they really wanted. Yield Scepter to make the Ancient Apparition. Glyph used. Tier 3 still alive, but not for too much longer, Cider. At the very least, that'll be the spoils. They're looking for more here. They want to get this full set of racks. Or at least a buyback.
Have a buyback now.
Gotta get the best of both worlds, perhaps. Now if they leave, I wouldn't blame them. Punch up onto Omni Knight. Force stuffed around a little bit into the snowball. That was low to stop out. Now, Ancient Apparition just dies something. Damage over time. Winter's Curse once again keeping Razor away from anything else. And actually Danny walking in throws in an extra couple right clicks. So, Guardian Angel coming through, but it is Massacre's actually dropping lower and lower. Cold Embrace keeps him safe. Kaz trying to do what he can, but he's not really providing any damage. But Viper, well, he's the one tanking most of that. Dandy just continuing to right-click away. It does depend on Dandy being able to right-click the right heroes at the right time and provide that right-click that they desperately need.
Wyvern also has a blink force stuff. Like, this range of initiation is so huge.
Sailor, alright, that is. Does take a bunch of damage and does get brought down before the Winter's Curse can even come out. So it's all on to the Viper. His damage is being drained. Cold Embrace keeps him in place there for the Razor. Exactly what I was talking about. Buyback there from the Broodmother. No Boots of Trouble or anything by the looks of it. So just TPing to the Shrine, G-Arena, doing some bit of damage immediately with the ultimate before Beacon even proc. So Viper falls a second time without Aegis. And then he doesn't have one. Then he has one in Crystallize as well. So the big damage he didn't cause. Available for a second life. Nice Ice Blast hit. That's a punch.
Might just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got blown up.
Maybe next time. Right now, TPing onto his teammate. Massacre is repelled, but nice little ice shots to lock him in. He should end up falling in eventually. Dropping all the spells. There's the Winter's Curse. The Bison makes a time. There's some nice little double stun here on the 2 cores. Sailor right-clicking away. Not quite as powerful as needs to be at this point, though. And has to scatter on out of there across the webs. Chill. Still alive for the extra heals, but the right clicks will catch up with him in the end, so he will be the casualty instead of the Omni Knight.
Just, you know, crit damage as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're pinging out the Viper.
Oh, starting to be out. That's not gonna happen.
That is such a mistake.
The BKB for it. No, cut.
But in it delays this Roshan. Otherwise, Navi could have maybe taken the Roshan much earlier.
Big place, but the instant silence down to the next assassin. Thoro will be healed up for the time being, but it raises out enough to finish him across that. The Ice Blast will connect and finish off the Winter Wyvern. They're still lacking their Tusk. Can't buy back in 5 seconds. That'll be the time that the Glyph buys you. But Massacre in front. Take some spells, mantling it off, and Tower finally falls with the help of the catapults. But now the Ice Blast, doesn't quite catch the Broodmother because of the Force Up, but still damage is there. Another Nullify, another Force Up here. Winter's Curse doing this one, but once again it's on Dendy. They need to catch somebody else, and Dendy can kill them. And it's just not happening. Viper, another Cold Embrace to delay the inevitable here for him. Broodmother somehow able to make her way out of that. Another Force Up here. They're actually having trouble finishing them off. Another Nullify, though, will secure the deal there at the very least. He also is Cold Embrace on the front lines. Will drop to G Arena, so is Massacre. They're just being run down and no one there to actually make a trade out of it.
The timing to utilize the space that this Winter Wyvern has been buying. Like, there's so many curses, so many stuns from the Nyx Assassin as well, but there's just not enough damage, and the Broodmother dies so quickly as well. I think in their heads that's the win condition, forcing Mega Creeps, and yeah, there's the TPs going back.
Punch up, Winter's Curse once again on Dandy. Take down about half damage, but now there's the follow-up with the Ravage. They're gonna be able to bring him down. Minion comes through, immediate buyback. Tusk doesn't have it though. They need to focus some damage on the racks, and they're not quite able to do that though. Catapults held up by the quick wave, but at the very least they got the buyback in. Arena, well, stun up here. They have the vision, Nullifier, forced that out. Need to right-click him down or somebody else. They need to decide what to do something. Now they're just biding the time. G-Arena able to turn things around, saved by the Cold Embrace. And now finally, they're right-clicking the objectives, made the barracks down, and now turning things around to Dendy. Yeah, they get away with it here. They still get their ranged. They're gonna lose a few heroes here. The buybacks are available. Sora uses this one immediately. The rest now just a matter of getting themselves out of here. Winter Wyvern not gonna get that luxury. Cut.
Oh, General is in.
Well, that was a bit of a mistake, to say the least. So he gets brought down, and to no avail, and now that's the opportunity for them. The stun, he actually held onto it, so Star does have to follow up, but no one actually hitting Danny into the chest now, and it's gonna be it. He dies, Crystallize next on the list, he does have buyback, but GG is called. They have to be happy. They have to be. Medusa, yeah.
Medusa
Alright.
it is, so they're gonna play around Medusa and have her as a primary carry.
Yeah, super low actually in Massacre. You already got the Jingo Mastery up and running. One more right click and one more from Storo. First blood.
Technically both of them could be there, but...
Well, you see Night Stalker now, Storo. Just hit nighttime, so we'll have no problems walking out of that range. Now, turning things around, Boundless Strike to cancel TPs, and Neko is in a world of hurt. No creeps to even try to deny himself to.
But looks like they're smoking up for the mid lane.
Yep. They have X, they have Torrent, they have Chilling Touch, Cold Feet. This should be a kill, unless there's some massive rotations back. There's Night Stalker coming through. Gonna try now. Into the Cold Feet, Chilling Touch. Yeah, they'll be able to get it. At what cost though? G-Arena dropping lower and lower. No mana for Bling, even if you had the cooldown up top. Monkey King only level 4, so he's kind of struggling in that department. Now the X into the Torrent. That'll bound the strike to try and interrupt Tree Dance in. Or whatever that's called. Jumping in. And Snako is the one dropping lowest first. With the Jingo Mastery triggered, he can also start right-clicking away to recover some of the health points. Crystallize. Not fast enough to walk out of that with the Void Slow.
Just don't give him anything, and that stifles his growth a lot, because the first nighttime is really where it's at. If he doesn't do well in this nighttime, he really falls off.
Now the accident on the Torrent. No immediate follow-up, but they do have the kinetic fields. Oh, they're sitting inside the kinetic field, so it's not really slowing them down at all either.
Mid lane, you were asking for the rotation from the Tiny. There it is.
Avalanche, Toss, no mana, Sonic Wave, everything being dropped to make sure that these rotations to make a kill happen in him too. They're diving more, the glimpse back onto the Queen of Pain. It's not great enough though, is it?
And their team is starved.
Starting with the Ice Blast here. Does only graze Night Stalker, I believe, but he's being X back into the Torrent. Crystallize can continue to right clicks. And that'll be the end of that. They also have a Catapult Wave, so there'll also be a free tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, mid Avalanche with the toss. Couple of extra right clicks, chill. Nothing you can do against that.
But right now, they're not really gaining anything. And in fact, they have to be careful not to lose a boost time in here. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Well,
External Bow, Ice Blast, they also have the Sonic Wave. Just holding on to it for a second. Make sure to also get the extra damage off the Omni Knight. Not that really matters with. It's hard enough if you just have one ahead of everything else. If you don't even have that, you know you're in a bad spot. And this, they have nothing against
this. They know where the monkey is.
It's just free food for General, time and time again.
Roger finds the Medusa with the X, but they... Nope, never mind, she's dead.
Yep. Slowly on to the last possible moment. I mean, just play with your opponent's emotions, that's all you can do at this point.
But again, the Medusa is completely by herself in the mid lane. Why aren't the supports sitting around her? You know, you've already lost the Medusa so many times, why aren't the supports babysitting her?
Jump in, toss up into the air is the Monkey King, gets healed up with the Repel, but now the Eclipse. First Eclipse of the game actually coming through to blow up the Omni Knight. He's gonna regret his mistakes, just the Repel ends, General blinks in for another quick kill. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see the GG call come out sooner rather than later. One item that you can build to counter that or easily in... not again. Got on the front lines here, that is Donkey is trying to delay this, but you can just walk away, that's what I was just trying to say. Walk away, force out a couple of ultimates. Then he's caught in the middle of that. Does not actually have any way to spell that silence. So this time, with all of the heroes here, he's actually dead. But at what cost? General gets come off on 2 heroes, and the glaives starting to bounce around. Crystallize. It's time to go away though. It's leaving it to General's. Dropped low himself.
He's gonna kill this Omni. He's gonna kill the Omni, 100%.
Yeah, he wants Medusa. Could have just punched the Omni and killed him. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure as well. General's never giving me time to talk. He's always killing me.
Just talk over it, you know what's gonna happen, right? I mean, the fight still rages on. Omni gets caught by the Ice Blast, so he should be dead too. Especially with the big old punch from the Kunkka. G-Ray comes through. Nice little Sonic Wave to help that along as well. Now, once again, Medusa caught in the front. Triple kill for General. Not even breaking a sweat, really. As I say that, though, Roger is the one.
Nothing they can do about it, really. But with this, they should be able... Or they should try to fight now, look for a fight here. Night Stalker's also coming from behind. This could be a good angle. Might not anticipate this.
The last hurrah. They get the glimpse back into the stack zone. That's a good start onto Luna. Starting to try and fight, but there's the Ice Blast. There's the boat. There's the backstab from General in turn. 2, 3, 4 heroes dead in total now. And GG well played. Finally called.
Well, Navi making up for lost time, I'd say. You know?
I guess so, yeah. I mean... Been like an hour or so after scheduled start time. The 24-minute game. Right back on track. Now on a very long cooldown. That's exclusively for harassment and not for right-clicking and lasting grips.
Oh, Tusk.
Maybe they win this bottom lane. Tusk actually blocks himself in with the shots, and it's not actually keeping Tiny away. The big old tree means that you can do the damage, but the first blood being drawn by the other side.
Oh, mid lane, Dendi, he's being baited in.
Yeah, that is a slower connect stun as well. With a couple poison attacks if they want, and yeah, you should still find it in the end, and they do. Avalanche tossed back towards the tower. Crystallize, yeah, he just
very dead.
Very least he dies to the dire side, so the gold bounty is split up a little bit.
Also doesn't lose any gold. Oh no, that toss.
Not sure about this one here. Bouncing back to the creep wave, so chill. Will die here with a TP in on top of the Maledicts. Viper falls again in mid as Underlord makes a TP around to go for the trade. 1-for-1 there, but down bottom. Skirmish continues. The Avalanche will hit him. They need to toss a tree, and they will. Not enough though. Catapult here, so a lot of chip damage being done. They really want to commit for it, but nice ice shots once again blocking him off. The Avalanche, no toss back on Dendi, but it'll still not be enough for the tower as well as the Tusk hitting and slowing him down.
Oh, inching forward. And they're gonna die for him.
He's gonna fall. Tiny is there. Okay, Avalanche will be dodged by the snowball. But she'll still very much alive. The last void will be used to finish him off. But now also a rotation for Underlord. They need to get something here in return, and they will find.
Like, White is currently grouped up as 4 or 5. Maybe they get the Tusk. Do they? Maybe really?
They don't. I'm not sure. He's pretty damn tanky now. The shots kind of blocked him in, makes it very awkward to fight, and with the punch with the extra nuke from the from Night Stalker, they get the turn and kill on the store. Now they're hunting for more. Massacre picks himself up a tree, passes him back, but eventually he will be finished off by the Razors. Then he's just running away with his game flyby ability to get himself out. Underlord TP towards the creep wave. Want to continue here, but so does Navi. Snowball on top of the Viper, I believe. Meanwhile, the Cask in the back store does find the Witch Doctor, but he wants more. He wants the big kill. G-Arena, he lets the ultimate go. Will still be tracked down in the end. Maybe not the damage reduction, but a nice little stun. Once again, Nyx Assassin strong as what he can do. A fire storm, Frill finish up Snako. He did lose Viper, did lose Tiny, so this victory did not come at no cost in general. Yeah, look at him. He's just running down Nyx Assassin, playing ring around Rosie inside the tree line. 3-for-3 trade. Massacre taking care of that, and also take his tree to the tier 2 if they let him. Meanwhile, mid's initiation onto Luna. This could be a nice little kill. Also very high in net worth. Will eventually take out to the damage over time, and now they call the taxi all the way back home. Will they be able to do it in time? No, he cancels it? What?
I don't agree with that at all. The Viper,
yeah, they're all so freaking low. Now Denny coming in from the back. They've already lost one. They're gonna lose another couple of heroes eventually. Cut still fighting for his life. Soaking some of that experience, keeping tabs on things. Could set up for double stun. Only finds Crystallizes. Soneko walks out, but now that is Massacre taking over the one Luna again, and they'll get it. Snowball into the pit of malice. Soneko also isolated from the rest of the team because of that, but G-Arena TPing into the shrine, looking to find some raises, but very cohesive unit right now. The Witch Doctor ultimate on the high ground, but they'll be able to walk it off. There's a Maledict on the Tiny, but was just about to take out anyway. So he will be fine. Nyx Assassin, not so much. It'll be the target, the Cask onto Dendi. Another Pit of Malice into the Firestorm, but the Razors, that was a long range race. So can continue and, well,
chill with her in charge.
Oh yeah. It's gonna go down. It's gonna get on final enough. No, Storo blinking in. And with Spike Carpers trying to bait it out with the ultimate. Nice cast on top of the Eclipse, on top of the Maledict and everything. This is what they were hoping for, Navi, and now instantly bring down 2 heroes. They dive in very, very deep, but they bring down another double kill for Soneko of all people. And suddenly he pulls the emergency exit, presses the emergency exit button, bringing Massacre out of there.
Well, as I say that, actually Navi looks to contest this without Crystallize. No, Crystallize is TPing in.
So they want to fight. Everyone's coming into the fray. Blink across. Store finds 2, but the Snowball to counterplay that. Meanwhile, Gioina's side and the 1v1 up against the Viper. Hurricane Pike makes sure that he wins it. And yeah, 3 heroes down overall. The TP will be cancelled. Sailor will be next on the list. Now, with the Luna on the field, of course, it's very easy to finish up the racks after the tier 3 tower. So it's the Cruise Guard as well as the pipe, and running straight into Navi. They realize that something's amiss here. Still double stun after the double pit of Malice. They're focusing on task first, so no control factor, no snowball saves from him in this particular fight. Now the cast bouncing through absolutely everybody. Eclipse coming through, no creep of anything to tank it, but BKB says nope, and I guess Underworld also says no, but they leave the Viper there.
Oh boy.
Crystallized with the Rune of Many Winds. BKB used on front lines this time from Dendy, chasing them all away, focusing on the Nyx Assassin, who's been the source of so much trouble for him, and he doesn't have buyback for 50 seconds. The cast bouncing between Underlord and Tiny. Now the Wind Scourge now, this time on the Luna, next to Dendy. Not enough of the power coming through. Crystallized with the lifesteal still alive. Double kill for him, and continuing to power through. Triple kill. All of a sudden, 4 heroes on the sidelines, the last man standing. Having to, now he has to look at his base, dying. No one is alive. No one can come back alive. The game will end. GG, well played. Navi, stave off defeat. Come back in game number 3.